Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Today's a big day for all of our FC25 clubs as we take the evolution path that we started last Friday in Future Stars and turn those 80 rated Wonder Kids into 91 rated Future Star icons today. That's the big thing that we're looking forward to with the content today, but also just another opportunity for EA to drop some good quality content on this game. SBCs, could we have one or two or maybe more coming today that gets some hype going there? And speaking of evolutions, we need some more evolutions than just the Academy ones, guys. We're starting to run thin on options inside of here, especially being able to do 2 Evos at once. I hope for some extra evolution content today. And of course, there's the new team of cards coming into packs, which we have some leaks to take a look at. As honestly, guys, I'm glad that I have a few packs saved from yesterday because Team 2 looks like it might be clear of Team 1. We're going to talk about it all, including a compensation situation from Rivals Rewards yesterday. Kind of weird. We'll talk about it. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. Let's start how we always do by looking back on yesterday's content. And of course, it was a Thursday, which means there wasn't a whole lot. But a couple things to point out. In objectives, if you're grinding, chasing that SP, the weekly objectives, and the other seasonal, manager, player, and clubs objectives all refreshed yesterday. Make sure you check these out if you're trying to climb the season ladder as fast as possible. I know there's road to the final cards in here, maybe from your favorite club that you're liking, you're wanting to chase after. There's also the packs and everything that we normally chase since we're on the early end of that season grind. SP is a little more important at this stage. Make sure you check those objectives and get all of them done that you can to get leveled up. Let's go to SBCs where our only other content was, and a bit of a good sign with this specific SBC yesterday. 2 playstyle pluses on Player of the Month, Zambo and Guisa. Does that mean that Player of the Months going forward are going to have 2 playstyle pluses? There's a leak that trend could continue, and I'm fine with that because we need SBCs with minimum 2 playstyle pluses. Now, we're near that point of the power curve. The 1 playstyle plus cards during Team of the Year, we didn't really like those. I like this change from EA. Now, let's take a look at this Zambo card. He's Intercept and Relentless Plus, 3-star, 4-star, 88 rated. Good statistically, not great, but especially for the price of this SBC, I think it's fine, especially considering he could fit an evolution here very soon, as 88 rated Evos have to be close to being fitting into evolutions. 192,000 coins for this. Only 3 squads. I really have no issues with it. I like that he has multiple roll plus pluses as well. He has 3 holding plus plus and then playmaker plus plus as a CM. Really, if you're using Genduzi as a Sirius CDM in your team, I think this card could come close to replacing him. It would have to be an evolution, though, that boosts up his passing and pace. But for the cheap price that he is, I have no issues with it. I like the 2 playstyle pluses, though. That's a big thing going forward. Other part of content yesterday for SBCs was the marquee matchup set that we have every single week, and there wasn't really a whole lot to discuss here. But since we're talking about SBCs, let's talk about the investment that made a lot of us coins yesterday, and that was Fodder, guys. Just as expected, during Rivals Rewards, these cards dropped in price a significant amount. They dropped even further than I thought they would. 90s went from 57k to 46,000 coins. I ended up picking up about 1.2 mil worth of these 90s here. I wish I would have bought more, knowing that they would have gone up this much. This was incredible. They went from 46k, 47,000 coins, up to now 53, 54 for the 90 rated. The 89s were 30. They went down, I think, to 24? To 24k. Now they're back even higher than they were before Rivals Rewards, and the same thing for 91s. They rebounded really well as well. That was the investment to make yesterday. I hope some of you guys did it. We talked about it in length in yesterday's video, and I think there's going to be an opportunity to make some more coins on these fodder cards today. We're definitely going to talk about that, but let's talk about probably the biggest news of yesterday's content. It was something that EA did with Division Rivals Rewards. Guys, yesterday Division Rivals Rewards is getting there's a lot of chatter about it right now because EA ended up changing the pack code, and there's compensation shouts being had for this specific pack right here. The Season 3 and 4 review packs, I think it was about 7 hours after Division Rivals Rewards were given out yesterday or claimed by a lot of you guys. EA went in the back end of the game and changed the pack code for these Season 3 and 4 packs. As you can see, for all the different versions here, they changed it from saying Team of the Year to specifically Team of the Year Honorable Mentions or Team of the Year icons. So they didn't want actual Team of the Year cards in rewards, is what this change tells me. But since they changed the packs, that means this one in the beginning was wrong. And that's got a lot of people asking about compensation. Now, in my opinion, the way that they should compensate this is if you opened your rewards when it said Team of the Year, you technically had a chance at packing a Team of the Year. You took advantage of, I guess, EA's mistake. It sounds like with the new pack code, they didn't want Team of the Years to be packable. It sounds like that Team of the Years were very rare and very, very few people actually packed them. It was more common to pack a Team of the Year icon or Team of the Year honorable mentions. Of course, if you got lucky enough, most people were still packing, like myself, the Globetrotters or Ultimate Succession or Numero foot cards from these packs. But, I think what they should do here is actually give out for those who opened their rewards and claimed it while it said Team of the Year. You should get the new pack, because even though you were able to take advantage of the mistake and open your rewards with the Team of the Year, you technically got the wrong pack. So I think that they should compensate people. Is it that big of an issue? Not really. I don't know if EA is going to tweet about it. I'm watching their Twitter very close to see if they post anything about this situation, but that's got a lot of people hoping that there is compensation. I technically claimed my rewards after, so I wouldn't get comped in this situation. I opened my rewards after the pack code was updated, so my pack said Team of the Year honorable mentions or icon, but that's something to definitely keep an eye out on. I don't think it would impact the market at all, because most of those packs are not that amazing anyway, but it would be, nice little compensation if EA were to do something with that. Just kind of crazy though that they just randomly up and change the rewards on couple hours after they release. And this did seem a little weird to me now looking back on it, that it just said Team of the Year, and now that it says Team of the Year honorable mentions or icons. Really interesting that EA did not want actual Team of the Year cards in there, but we'll see what they do about that one. Let me know in the comments what you packed from those rewards yesterday, because mine was not very good, but we'll see what EA does. We'll keep watching on Twitter. Now, let's move into today. The big important content for today on Friday. We're going to talk about SBCs again first, because we have a player of the month that we expect to come out today. Of course, Isak is still out for 7 days, but we have leaks, and that has us thinking that we're going to be getting the player of the month Premier League today, and then we're actually going to have 2 POTM Premier League SBCs available at the same time. The winner of this month's award, or I guess last month, January's award, is Kluivert from Bournemouth, and this is his official card, and this one also follows the 2 Playstyle Plus SBC trend for POTMs. That card looks pretty solid, especially because I'm trying to imagine this card as an SBC and how much it would cost. Hopefully this is less than 250,000 coins. Power shot and pinged pass plus with 95 pace, good shooting passing, great dribbling, and a card that's probably going to be pretty good in game. This version of Inform Kluivert's already 4-4. If they were to give him a 5-star skill or a 5-star weak foot, this could be a really solid card in game for a nice budget price. And he's 88 rated. He could fit into some evos, maybe boost that shooting and passing up a little bit more, give him some more playstyles. I think that's going to be the key today. What playstyles do they give him? Because his Inform only has 3 regular playstyles and Power Shot Plus on top of it. That's going to be the key. Of course, the stat upgrades we can see, they're decent. The playstyles are going to matter, and the roll plus pluses that they give this card are going to matter too. I hope the price is somewhere around 200,000 coins, 250. I think it's going to be more expensive than Zambo and Guisa. Premier League tax for sure. But hopefully that's a fun SBC that EA dropped today. That should be dropping before the normal content drop. You guys know that should drop, it might be even like 4 or 5 hours before the usual content drop time. That's when we usually get Premier League Player of the Month on a Friday. Now let's get into the Future Stars conversation, right? Future Stars Team 1 goes out of packs. We're going to take a look at the leaks for Team 2 of those cards coming into packs first. And there are a lot of leaks, and I'm telling you guys, I think this Team 2 looks clear of Team 1. This is our first and really only official confirmed 100% card from EA Sports. Mary Fowler from the Manchester City women's team with finesse and Tiki Taka actually doesn't look too bad of a card at all. That looks like a really solid card with 90 dribbling, maybe a 5-star skill, maybe a 5-star weak foot. We'll have to see. Very solid card there with 2 playstyle pluses. That is our first official leak for Future Stars Team 2, but there's a whole lot more. We talked in yesterday's video about Diallo. This is his official card with the incisive, the power shot, The stats are okay. I mean, I think he actually looks like he might be a bit cheaper than we originally thought. Those predicted cards ended up looking a bit more juiced, specifically. Power Shot Plus, interesting. We're seeing a lot of that. Watch for that to be common in these leagues. Incisive's good. 96 pace is good. I still think that's going to be a 2.5 million coin card. Could be more, but look at some of these other stats. Pavlovic from Bayern, Tiki Taka, and Intercept. I think this card is going to be really, really good. 87 pace, 90 pass, 89 dribble. But that card also looks like it's not going to break the bank. Maybe 500K. You know, you have a Goretzka who's on the market as like 400,000 coins. You know, you've got some other midfielders that look around this value with 2 playstyle pluses. Declan Rice is 300K. I'm hoping that he's not too expensive, but I like what I'm seeing with this promo team in terms of the players that are leaked. Good cards, 2 playstyle pluses, and they don't look like they're going to break the bank, which I think I like over team 1 of the cards that we have in packs right now. Kirkes is getting a card today. He's getting Slide Tackle and Jockey Plus. That one looks pretty decent, maybe a bit cheaper. Joao Neves, there's 2 PSG cards coming into packs today. He's got Pinged and Press Proven. That looks like a really, really solid card as well, just like Pavlovic. He's probably going to have a little bit of a price tag on this. I'm going to say like 400 to 500K. I think these cards, like Team 1, I think are going to be pretty rare, and that might make their prices a little inflated. But look at this, Alan Shearer with 93 shooting and Finesse Plus. That looks like a fun card to try, kind of like the Larson card from Team 1. I would maybe say this one's better. Aerial and Finesse, that looks like a fun card to try out at least, but it should be pretty cheap. Kusanov for Manchester City. Speaking of a card that looks like it could fit an Evo soon, Intercept Plus with 88 pace and 88 defending and 89 physical. Again, once we can fit 88 rated into Evos, that could be a really, really nice card. And since he's only 1 playstyle plus, hopefully a bit cheaper for you City fans that want to get him going in your teams. And Petr Cech, icon goalie, he should be at least hopefully a little bit cheaper too for one of the cards coming to packs today. Now, these are all official cards, by the way, guys. Official stats and playstyles. Let's look through a few more. Kubarsi, this is going to be one of the higher rated ones, I think. 90, 91, 92 should be in the upper half of the team. He's got Anticipate and Long Ball Plus. 83 physical is a little bit of a letdown, but this isn't your type of center back that's going to be a VVD type of big bruiser body player. I like that he's got good dribbling as well. Nice ball playing defender. Barca fans are going to be excited for him today. This card is the one that just makes me go, wow. Guys, that Eto'o looks cracked. 95 pace, 94 shooting, 90 dribbling with quick step and power shot. That dynamic would be pretty saucy as well. That is a sick card for Eto'o right there. I want to see what the rest of his upgrade looks like in terms of playstyle, skill move, and weak foot boost, but that one's going to be expensive. I mean, Cruyff is 8 mil. Charlton's 2 point something, 2.3. I don't think he's going to be that cheap. I could see this card being 3 to 4 mil because Eto'o's got a lot of hype, and that card looks sick. But more cards that look usable and packable, by the way. Lampard is getting a Future Stars icon. He's got Power Shot, once again, Power Shot coming in, and Incisive Pass Plus. But look at those stats. That as well, if you compare that to like Jabi Alonso, and Jabi Alonso's, what, 280, 290, 300,000 coins for his Future Star icon. Hopefully this Frank Lampard is in the same ballpark of 3 to 400K, maybe for the first day, a little bit more in price, but that looks like a decent card. Again, I'm liking what I'm seeing with this team. Nesta, intercept and slide tackle, 84 pace, usable, 93 defending. He might be pretty decent, right? Not the most hype one there, but good. Murillo as well, a Premier League center back, bruiser and slide tackle. He's going to end up being pretty cheap, but I like that he's got 2 playstyle pluses. Barcola, 92 rated official card for him as well. Finesse, rapid with 95 pace, 94 dribble. That's going to be a really, really good card. Hopefully he's got the 5-star skills. And then this Caicedo, who actually just had, I believe it's her, that just had a Player of the Month. She's getting a promo card for Future Stars with Quick Step and Technical with 96 passing, 91 pace, and dribble. That looks like a really, really sick card as well. Guys, a lot of the leaks that we have and the official players that we're seeing here, they look, again, a lot of cards that look like they're going to be mid-level, more affordable, and I think that makes me a little more excited. Sure, there's some top-tier cards like the Eto'o, like the Amad Diallo, right? But there's some more affordable ones in there as well. Garincha is going to be an expensive card that's going to be in packs today. Luis Figo has got Trickster Plus and Technical. He's getting a card today. The rest of the players coming, Turland, Bakayoko, Andre Santos. You've got who else? The Mary Fowler we mentioned, Kawasi, and Matisse Tell. I think some of these cards, by the way, when we take a look at these leaks, we have to remember and mention that some of them could be in the mini release. Still really curious on the Matisse Tell card personally. It's one of the reasons I'm saving packs today. He probably will be a Tottenham player. Guys, I do think he will be a Tottenham player, especially if you take a look at the market right now and take a look at this game. EA has started adding in some of the transfer cards. Kyle Walker has got his Milan card. Anthony has got his Betis card. And then, of course, I'm sure some of you guys noticed that there have been 2 players now in inform for both Kolomani and Kusanov, I believe, that have gotten their cards changed as well. Kolomani is Juventus. And, of course, if you go to New Players tab on Footbin, you can see all of the new transfer cards that are slowly being added in. So hopefully you got Renato Vega here, right, with Juve, Chowdhury. If you're looking to do some Evos with some of these cards that have changed clubs, be watching out for their cards to be added. And hopefully that means that a guy like Matisse Tell and anybody else who's transferred that I'm forgetting about would have those cards updated today. So I think that's a good looking team. And I think, yeah, I saved packs just because why not? One of the reasons I saved packs as well, as we were talking about in the stream yesterday, is just because what else is there for me to craft right now, SBC wise? Sure, there's George Best, but I did Gareth Bale. I don't think there's anybody I really want to craft right now that's out. I might wait until today, of course, to open the packs, but to see also what SBC content we get. And I think that's going to be the big key for today. Last week we had George Best and we had the duo SBC for Yildiz, right? And this George Best was the big one last week for sure. I hope today that we get the same thing. We get a Future Stars player SBC. It can be a combo, duo pick, sure, whatever. But I hope we get an icon as well. As of right now, as we look through all of these leaks, we have no idea who's going to be the SBC. We have no idea who's in objectives for like the regular team. Nothing. There's no leaks around that right now. Probably some of that's going to come later today. I kind of like it though. Surprise us. I would be down to be surprised without any leaks for who's going to be the SBC today. But I hope we get, honestly, I kind of hope we get a defender, if I'm being completely honest. Through this team and through these cards, there is the Rio Ferdinand card as well. Rio Ferdinand has been leaked, and I believe his official playstyle is Aerial Plus and Anticipate Plus. So he has a pretty nice card there. Will he be our SBC? It's not leaked as that. That's the one that I'm kind of personally hoping, because I would love a real SBC. That is something that I would grind towards as a center back that I could stick in my team for a long time. I'd be down for that. So watch out for more leaks around SBCs, but not just player SBCs, guys. Last Friday, remember, the 82-20 went away. We ended Team of the Year. We were sad, right? But the 84-5 replaced it. Now, the 83-14 goes away today. Could we get an 84 times 5 refreshing today? It's possible, and I'm down for that. I think we're all down for a little bit of an upgrade pack grind, especially on a promo Friday. It seems to be one of the new things that EA is doing, is dropping upgrade packs on promo Fridays to at least make us feel like we have a chance at packing the new promo team by opening a couple of packs. And I'm sure some of you guys are going to hit a promo card today from doing those. So I like the opportunity, at least. I like that that's there. Now, let's talk about evolutions, because that's the other part of content that could cook today. We kind of know what we're headed for with one stage of Evos. Of course, it's the Future Stars Academy. Guys, as it was leaked, and even as EA have explained on their website, we know the path that we're on here for the Future Stars Academy Evos. We have one big upgrade left. That is to take our cards from an 88 to a 91. But if this comes today, which it's very likely that it would, we'd be able to upgrade our cards to 91 rated. But what really matters more than the 91 rated and the icon boost is what we have to do before it. I've mentioned it, you've probably heard me say this, and you've maybe even read EA's website, that there's a specific order now, since we're at the end of this Evo, that we have to do things in. Before we take the card to a 91 rated icon, we have to complete the second objective that will be released today, kind of like how we had with the first one. Let me go show you this one first, just to remind you. Remember how we had the Future Stars Academy Scout Report? That's where we got our play styles. That's where we got the skill moves and the playstyle pluses. There's going to be another objective today where we will get the 5-star skill move or 5-star weak foot. We'll get our second playstyle plus, which will be Trickster, Tiki Taka, First Touch, Intercept, and Trivella. The key is we have to do that Evo. We have to apply the playstyle plus, and we have to apply the 5-star weak foot or the 5-star skills before we go and complete the final stage of taking our card from 88 rated to 91. And that is specifically once again mentioned in here on EA's website. It says you must complete all Evo consumables to be eligible for the final upgrade step that upgrades your Future Stars Academy player to an icon. If you do not complete the 8 playstyles and 2 playstyle plus Evo consumables, your player will not be able to progress through the final evolution. So I'm guessing it's going to have an 8 playstyle, 2 playstyle plus requirement on this third and final Evo that will be coming out most likely today. But then again, why would you want to skip anything? You would want to make your player the best that it could possibly be. So don't miss out on the weak foot or the skills. Make sure you get everything added to your card. Do the objective today and then put them into the final evolution there, taking the card to a 91. That's the big thing that I wanted to mention for you guys today. Hopefully we get that. I mean, I think we're kind of expecting that, and that's not a bad time frame, to be honest. A week ago, we started out with 80 rated cards, and this weekend we take them to a 91. I like that. I think that's cool. We get the icon chemistry. The card design's obviously already in the game, so we're looking forward to that because it's honestly pretty cool. We wish that we would have some more customization, but that's a whole nother conversation for another time. What's not a whole nother conversation for another time is the fact that EA, I would like another evolution today besides the Academy. Sure, we're going to get the Academy. We're going to get the objective. I know there's been a lot of work going on in here. A lot of us have been doing this and keeping track of it, and it's a whole new thing. Can we get something else in regular Evos today? Like allow us to create a 2 playstyle plus player? I mean, even drop Attacking Avalanche 2. That's still floating out there in Evolution Unreleased World. If they drop that today, that would be kind of cool. Something else in Evos, because we can do 2 at a time now, and my Evos are starting to run thin. I think a lot of your guys are too. You might have less available than me. So I'm really curious to see what they do with that in Evolution's content today besides the Academy. Last thing I want to point out for Future Stars content in objectives is the daily play. Since the daily play and the Future Stars play are going away today, I wonder if we're going to get another one. That's something I'd be really interested to see. Do we get another daily play objective? Would there be a player objective today as a part of that? Kind of how like last week they gave us the Lone Sesko. They gave us the Alex Baena card here inside of the Future Stars play as well, and the lone Javi Alonso. I would wonder and probably expect there to be some sort of similar objective for that today as well on Friday. Now let's talk about the market a little bit, guys, because most cards in the market, including some of these that are about to go out of packs with Future Stars Team 1, are just kind of going up. We made some good investments yesterday. The Holland was a good one. The Vitinha, a couple of other flips besides the Fodder. But even as I look at the Future Stars Team 1 cards that are going out of packs, their prices are kind of going up. Sure, they got low during Division Rivals rewards, kind of as expected. But as you see, Lenny Oro, 630,000 coins for him. Yesterday, he was 560. That was the low point. He only dropped for a bit, and then he just started to go back up. I think I believe in these cards today. I think I do for some of them. Maybe not all, but I think that these Team 1 cards of Future Stars could potentially keep rising, especially as they go out of packs. The lower level ones, maybe not as much, but some of your middle tier ones and some of your top tier ones, depending on how expensive the cards are today and what other SBCs come out, I don't think these are going to crash today whatsoever at all. I think they should be decent investments. And as it goes for the rest of the market, even Team of the Years, not all of them, but a few of them as well, are just going back up a little bit. Not a lot, but it seems like they're finding maybe some stable footing. And you guys know we talk about this every single Friday night. The Weekend League bubble, the Friday night bubble that this market is always in when everybody is going and buying teams to start their Weekend League grind, to play games, to have the best team possible they can possibly have, to get into the Weekend League, to get the rewards, right? The best rewards that we've had, the good rewards. So that's why I think the market could just go higher tonight. Now, if the market would probably drop if we had some crazy content like a paid Evo or a stupid crazy SBC or something like that. But that seems semi-unlikely. What I honestly think is the market prices are probably just going to continue to slowly trickle up. Maybe there's a little bit of panic today before the promo starts. If there is, take advantage. Buy some cards if you see some dips. If there's not really a lot of content today, then I would go straight back out to the market and try to pick up some of these out-of-pack special cards to be buying that people like to buy. You would want to really look and see if a card went up from Monday of this week to today on Friday. Like this Yunmin Sun on Tuesday, Monday was 700 and between 750 and 780, right? And he's 840 right now. If he would go back down to like 750, that'd be a crazy drop. I wouldn't expect him to go that low. But you see this market rise that we've had with this slow week of content. If you see any cards come back down that you know people are using because you've seen their price go up, and there's no SBC dropping today to kind of compete with that card that's coming out, by all means, go ahead and pick that card up and then try to sell it for a bit more during the Friday night bubble, like we always mention, because I think that's going to be a great opportunity to make some coins today. But of course, it makes sense when you look at a lot of these prices and you say, dang, Nate, these cards are going up. Yeah, that's because none of the new cards that are coming out, especially in SBCs, are really draining coins. People aren't going in, except for Mbappe, right? Draining a lot of their coins on SBCs. The Evo cards, the only thing that could mess with the market a little bit is being able to create our icons, right? All those are probably going to go into our teams, at least for the fun of it, for the short term, because those are pretty sick cards. That could impact the market a little bit, but not a lot, especially because those are icons and you can just plug and play into your team. I still think it's going to be a great time to trade on the market tonight. And then let's talk about fodder. As we mentioned, if we see a similar movement to last week, guys. Last week on Friday, if you guys remember, there was some selling on fodder before content. Mbappe Player of the Month came out and it exploded. I don't expect fodder to do this again this week, but if, let's say, KDB and these 90 rateds, for example, are still 54,000 coins. Let's say before content today, they start dropping down and they go back down to, I don't know, 48,000 coins. Or let's say 89s go to like 26,000 coins, because right now they're 30, right? Odegaard's basically 30,000 coins. If these cards drop before there's any packs open today and there's really not a lot of content, I could absolutely see these cards rebounding back up before Weekend League actually starts, because people are going to go continue to do SBCs. I think that's a trade you could watch out for today, but the prerequisite is they have to drop down in price before we get to the content today. So this could be a day where we look to try to find some panic before content. That's really just going to depend on the leaks in terms of fodder. We're going to have to see what happens there. And I mentioned fodder. Let's talk informs for a quick second. Is there an opportunity to buy informs today? Like right now, they're 19K. It seems crazy to buy informs at 19K. If we were to get an 84 times 5, 3 times repeatable, that would drop today at content, I could see these going up. They would probably spike for a couple hours, and then once weekly rewards start hitting like we normally see on Friday nights, they would probably drop, and you wouldn't want to mess with that. It all depends upon an upgrade pack SBC coming today. I'm personally not going to mess with that because it seems a bit more risky, because you know that the tradable Team of the Week packs from rewards are going to make those go down. What I'll be looking forward to the most today is potentially doing some flips on out-of-pack special cards, the new future stars, and then other players that I think are going to go back up a little bit as people make their teams and build out squads for Foot Champs games tonight, late on Friday. So that's going to be the move today on the market. I think it'll be a good place to trade. Just, make it, don't be too scared to pay a price for a card that you're like, man, Nate, this Griezmann, like he was 1.49, 1.5 mil. He was 1.3 last week. Or this Sophia Smith, I bought her for 550, I think last week, right? And she went up to 600 and I was happy. Well, now she's 650,000 coins and it looks like she could go to 700, Don't be afraid to pay a little bit more of a price on a card. The market's inflating. The market's got more coins and people are willing to spend them, and that's how we can make some more coins tonight in the little Friday night bubble. So that's kind of what we expect for the market. But guys, it really comes down to the Evo content today for me. The Evo content, something other than the Future Stars Academy would be nice. Pack weight being increased a little bit on these future stars would be sick as well, but that's kind of why I saved the packs. Again, there was nothing worth grinding for me, nothing in packs that I felt like I was going to pack, so we have got just a small stack, right? The 83 5s or 83 14s, and then a couple of the objective packs that are all 83 plus from yesterday. We got those saved for today. Should be a fun Friday, man. Let's see if EA drop any surprises. If you enjoyed this video, drop a thumbs up on it, comment below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys for the stream today. Best of luck. And come hang out around content. And afterwards, we'll check out the new Future Stars cards and see what EA have for us today on a Friday. Have a great Friday. Have a great start to your weekend. And I will see you guys in the stream today. It's been TheFutAccountant. See you there. Peace out.